Absolutely annihilated by the scorpion pepper. Okay, this should be interesting. So these three sauces are from Down to Ferment. They are from San Diego, California, and they're all three fermented hot sauces. I've done plenty of fermented sauces on the channel, but these dudes, they really know what they're doing when it comes to fermentation, and it is challenging for me to describe these flavor profiles, but I'm gonna do my best here. What I need to do is, gentlemen that own Down to Ferment, I think I've just seen you this weekend as this video goes live at the Fiery Food Show in Albuquerque, but I need to go to San Diego and ferment and learn about fermentation from you gentlemen if you are down to have me. That means that needs to happen. Okay. The sexual innuendo is strong with these sauces too, by the way, and you will understand that as we continue forward. So we've got three sauces, two more mild and one very hot. This is the hottest sauce they've ever made. This is their 1-year anniversary sauce. This came out late last year, and I'm gonna be trying that. And then we have a green sauce. It's called That's What Shishito Said. That's hard to get out. And then we've got Cherry Poppins. And so this one is on their heat scale, which I love it when hot sauce companies put heat scales on their labels, has no heat, apparently. They're made with Shishitos. I've joked about this before, but does that mean that like 1 out of 10 bottles is gonna have a little bit of heat or something like that? And then we've got Cherry Poppins, which is a 1 out of 5 on their heat level. And then we've got Year Jerk's-iversary. Very hot. 5 out of 5 on their heat scale, and I think they're going to be leaning into the jerk part of that. We'll get there. Stick around. All right, I gotta dig deep with my my thinking and flavor brain here to be able to describe these appropriately for you all. Okay, I declare deliciousness. This DTF's Down to Ferment. First truly mild sauce, we managed to capture the amazing flavor profiles of roasted shishitos, yuzu citrus, fresh shiso, and the umami of miso, shiitake, and black garlic. It's a total mouthful of flavor, that's what she said. Use this sauce on sushi, dumplings, rice bowls, chicken, and tempura. Use it on sushi, eh? Why don't I have a knife in my pocket? I'm gonna have to go into the reserves here. Let's go with my Skater XL knife. Sushi, eh? I normally don't put sauce on sushi. I go with powder on sushi. That's my hot take. Sometimes hot sauce doesn't go on everything. It's very rare, but I like to go powder on sushi. It's one of the only things in the world I don't put hot sauce on. Okay, the ingredients in here are jalapeno peppers, roasted shishito peppers, kombucha culture, which is made from sencha and oolong. I love both of those. I love sencha. It's a green tea. It's beautiful. Mirin, which is rice, water, koji, mold, yeast, sucrose, onion, ginger, garlic, shiitake mushrooms, white miso, gluten-free tamari, soy sauce, salt, sesame oil, black garlic, yuzu, and shiso, again. The asterisk is fermented ingredients, which is a lot of them. So this company, all of their sauces are fermented. This is what they do. They're very knowledgeable when it comes to fermentation. And it's all over me now. It smells crazy. A lot of like miso, like Asian, Japanese aromas that are happening here. It smells very green. I'm not smelling like anything like jalapeno-y or peppery. I'm smelling more like I would like in like Japanese cuisine, Asian foods, that kind of thing, like miso. That is what I'm smelling. Okay, I can see this work. I mean, by the aroma, I can see this working on sushi. So let's see here. Like this could be a mild version of like how like, you would treat like wasabi, kind of. Anyways, let's see what happens. That is crazy. You taste the fermentation. It's like salty up front and the salt dips away. What's the salt content on this? Sodium, 70 milligrams of sodium. So like not super high, super salty so it's salty right off the bat and then that salt just drops off. This is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It tastes good. That's so hard. Wow, this is so hard to explain. I honestly don't even know where to begin with this. Like, I feel I'm like humbled by how hard this is. Oh my God, to describe. Okay, let me try again. Salt, umami, miso, fermentation. Very light on the fermentation. Like, I think it's light on the fermentation. I honestly can't tell. There's like a creamy aspect to this sauce. It's delicious. It's extremely mild. There's a little bit of like a pepper heat and flavor-ish coming like on the very back end of this. Crazy amount of umami. Like so umami that it's like, it has like a creamy kind of like texture to it. This is one of the hardest things I've ever tried to describe in my entire life. This is so challenging for me. It tastes good. That's the best I can explain it. I do absolutely think that this would work with sushi. This is the first hot sauce I've ever tasted in my life where I'm like, yep, that would work good with sushi. I think that you could, if you took wasabi, removed the wasabi heat from it, and then substituted in like miso and umami, that's what I'm getting. But I still get like the creamy qualities of a like wasabi. Like I'm talking like fresh wasabi, like I'm getting that creamy quality. Wow, it tastes good. What a challenging thing to describe. It is a 0 out of 10 on my heat scale. This is crazy. That's a very hard thing for me. Wow. I feel like an idiot right now. That is really hard. Okay, let's move forward. Cherry Poppins. A spoonful of our cherry poppins makes the food go down. What you have before you is a mild, sweet, and tangy sauce made with the king of cherries, the Luxardo, as well as a hint of orange zest and other citrus aromas. This sauce complements any ice cream, meatloaf, pulled pork, or cheesecake. Insanely versatile. Much better than Grandma's cranberry sauce. Spice level 1 out of 5. Interesting. I'm interested to see like what the fermentation did to like the sweet stuff of this, because normally I'm just coming from like, I used to be a home brewer, and so like if you have sugars in there and you ferment sugars, then the byproduct of that is alcohol. I'm assuming that this is not alcoholic, but like there is a fermentation, there's a kombucha, there's a mother involved in here, there's sugars that are involved in here. How far do they take the fermentation? Am I gonna taste any sweetness? Am I not gonna taste sweetness? Ingredients to this, let me not spill this. Thinner sauce, that is a very full-bodied sauce. Let's try to stick to the things I can focus on here. The ingredients are a kombucha culture, which is made with the sencha and oolong blend, dark sweet cherries, red bell peppers, apples, orange juice, onions, Luxardo maraschino cherries, nectarines, lemon juice, ginger, sea salt, habanero peppers, and orange peel. Man, this is tough. This is real tough. This smells wild. There's like a brightness, and then there's ginger, and there's also some like savory item that's in here. What is the savory? It's like onion, or it's okay, the bell pepper, and then onion. There we go. This is an absurdly complex aroma. Like it's like, okay, so this is a thin sauce. And anytime it wraps around the lip of the bottle, I call it thin, and that is what it's doing right now. So I'm calling it a thin sauce. That would work well on ice cream. Cheers. Let's see what happens here. This is so weird. The sugars are not necessarily super present in this. I can see how this would work on dessert applications. Outrageously complex aroma, still very, very mild. I'm calling it a 1 out of 10 on my heat scale. It's so weird. It's like if you took all of the fruit and removed the sugar and just maintained the slight tartness of it. So weird, so challenging, so hard for me to explain. It's good. Outrageously complex. Again, I'm assuming that I'm tasting some of that fermentation. I really need to have a better understanding of how this works and the flavors that I'm supposed to be tasting here. This is so hard. It tastes good. It's not sweet. There's even like, what's the salt content of it? 120 milligrams of sodium in here, so this is actually higher on the salt. But it tastes less salty than this one tastes. Even though there's almost twice as much sodium in it. It's crazy. If I see you guys in Albuquerque, I need to have a conversation with you guys. Wild. Wild sauce. Both of them taste good. All right, the hottest sauce I've ever made. Year Jerkiversary. So this is their jerk sauce. Celebrate again our 1 year anniversary like it's 2022. With the hottest jerks you know, enjoy the spice and flavor of this Moruga scorpion sauce with some Caribbean flair. We're not jerking you off. It's our hottest sauce to date. Pairs well with your grilled seafood, wings, and kebabs. Very hot, 5+. I don't know where their heat scale is. Does fermentation remove some of the heat? Are the scorpion peppers in here fermented? They are. The scorpion peppers are fermented in here. Does that lose heat? Does not lose heat? I think you would lose some heat from it. How hot's this sauce gonna be? If they're calling this a 1 out of 5, it's not gonna be hot. I don't know. Don't know. This is so hard. Ingredients: kombucha culture, which is their sencha and oolong tea blend, then habanero peppers. Habanero is the number 2 ingredient. Are the habaneros fermented? They are. Yellow bell peppers, water, red onion, carrots, garlic, ginger, Moruga scorpion peppers, kosher salt, honey, spices, brown sugar, thyme, parsley. This sauce might be a little bit sweeter. I'm noticing that the honey in here is not fermented. So there might be a little bit of sweetness going on. I don't know, man. I don't know. How hot do you smell? Can I even trust it? Like a brown sugar, cinnamon aroma is kind of happening, or any of those things in here at all. Yeah, brown sugar, there we go, thank God. I'm like saying things and then I'm like so focused on how I'm gonna describe this that like they're just like going in one side of my brain out the other right now. So I'm very stressed out about these sauces in a way that's good, just because I want to do a good job for you guys, and I know this is so hard for me. I get like I said, jerk spices, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, maybe like those aromas, those flavors. By aromas, I'm not tasting anything, Brian. My God, you're all over the place today. All right, I'm gonna call this medium. Medium to, no, it's a medium. It's a medium bodied sauce. It's always hard when you first open a bottle. Okay. On the spoon, it smells a little bit different on the spoon. Some of those aromas, those like jerk spice aromas, are a little bit more muted. I'm getting a little bit more of like what I'm assuming is going to be the fermentation. All right, see how hot you are. Cheers. Very hot. Oh my God. So hot, so hot. You get jerk spices, and then I'm absolutely annihilated by the scorpion pepper. So much scorpion pepper, and something's happening with it where it's like making the scorpion pepper like super sharp. So it's like a very intense sharpness. It could be because the habanero is number 2, and it's a combination of the habanero and the scorpion pepper together. This is a wickedly hot sauce. Wicked. I'm gonna call it like a super duper 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 high 4, maybe a low 5 on my heat scales. Super high 4, that's what I'm going. It's dissipating rather quickly. But heat is the rear of my tongue wings, side pieces, tongue wings, rear tongue wings, and then reaching down the back of my throat. Like I said, jerk spices, and then that immediately goes away. I'm just getting rocked by pepper flavor and heat. Out of curiosity, what is the sodium level on this? 45. I don't taste any salt at all, really. I get jerk flavor, so like cinnamon, sugar, honey. But it's not overly sweet in any way, shape, or form. This is like a much drier hot sauce. Okay, these might be 3 of the most complex and hard to describe sauces I've ever tasted in my entire life. They are wild. There is an absolute amazing skill involved with making these sauces. Everything here is very intentional. These are crazy. Have you guys head down to Ferment? I hope I see them this weekend. Man, those are freaking crazy. All right, I love you guys. See you guys on the next.
Hey, this is Brian Ambs. Please click the subscribe button that you see right there. and you'll subscribe to my videos. From now on, I'm going to be eating a lot of peppers. It's going to, oh man, it's going to be great. Bye.